What's up, everybody? It's KelseeBrianaJai here with a review on the new MAC Studio Waterweight products. And if you guys are familiar with MAC, then you know that they've had the Studio Waterweight foundation in their lineup for quite some time now. But they've expanded on that line and they've now added a concealer and a powder. But I actually have never tried any of the products in the Studio Waterweight line, so I figured, why not try it now? So I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit of the description on MAC's website, and then I will go through and give you guys the details on each product. Studio Waterweight, ultra hydrating, gravity defying, is back with even more options and luxuriously comfortable light as air formulas. New MAC Studio Waterweight Pressed Powder offers a smooth, medium buildable, natural finish that's creamy yet elastic and cashmere soft to the touch. This dual-toned compact features warm and cool variations of your skin's shade, so you blend and customize to you. And they also came out with a new brush, and it says new 106S Triangular Concealer Brush is fine enough to reach small areas for quick, even application. So let's first talk about the foundation, because that's what's been out the longest. Standard MAC packaging, the black MAC packaging, classic. And here's the foundation. The foundation, it comes in this really pretty frosted bottle. It has a dropper to it. This foundation has an SPF of 30, so that's pretty high in terms of what most foundations offer in SPF. This foundation retails for $35. There is 1 fluid ounce of product in here, and there are 23 different shades of foundation. So the description on MAC's website says that this is a hydrating formula that contains a moisture fusion complex to immediately moisturize and feed the skin. It protects with SPF 30 and is perfect for all skin types. It offers all day wear and sheer to medium coverage and stay true color. It says it's long wearing. It provides instant and long-term hydration. It controls oils. It offers broad spectrum UVA/UVB SPF 30. Provides stay true color. Is non-caking, non-streaking for all skin types, dermatologist tested and ophthalmologist tested. So I have this foundation on now, and I got the color NC42. Right now in the dead of winter, I believe I am a true NC42, especially in the Studio Fix foundation. But in this foundation, I believe NC43 would have been a better match. They don't offer that foundation. They only go from NC42 to NC44, and the NC44 was too red, so I didn't want to buy that to mix it with this. I think that this color is too light for me, just a half a shade too light. If you're a true MAC NC42 and you can wear that in pretty much all their foundations, I think that this one just may be a pinch too light. Like the foundation's name states, it is a water weight foundation, so it does have a pretty watery consistency. It's not thick at all. You'll see in my demonstration when I drop some out on my hand how it runs, and you can really tell the thickness of a foundation when you apply some on the back of your hand, hold your hand up, and see how fast it goes down your hand. The brush that they recommended to use is the 196 slanted foundation brush. I do have that brush, but I just don't know where it is right now. But they recommend that brush to apply the foundation. I personally like to apply my foundations with a beauty blender most of the time. Using brushes like that can sometimes give me a streakier application. It just really all depends. Now this foundation, it was easy to blend out, but the coverage is very, very light. It says it's medium buildable, but I really think it's light medium buildable. So you'll see that I go in with 1 coat first, and then I go on and I layer another coat, and I got the amount of coverage that I have now. I'm not a big fan of the finish of this foundation. It's somewhere in between a weird tacky but yet satiny foundation. It doesn't dry matte at all. It feels very hydrating on the skin, but I also feel like it's just sitting on top of my skin, and I feel like it's not being set properly with the powder that I have here today. It's not cakey. I feel like with foundations like this, it's really hard to cake it on, but I just feel like it's a layer of something on my skin, and it doesn't really feel that comfortable to me. It's like I almost want to scratch my skin and get it off of there. This reminds me a lot of Face and Body, but it's a little bit thicker, but not really in a good way. It didn't add any more coverage for it to be a thicker foundation. So moving on to the concealer, this one is the Waterweight concealer. In this product, there's 0.30 US ounces of product. There are 16 different shades of this concealer. It retails for $23. So I'll read you the description of this concealer. It is an ultra fluid formula with medium full buildable coverage and a natural finish. While it hydrates and gently diffuses the appearance of imperfections, it also helps reduce the appearance of under eye circles, dark spots, and discoloration. It says that it's long wearing, it lasts 8 hours, it provides instant hydration, it reduces the appearance of under eye circles, dark spots, and discoloration, it provides stay true color, is non-caking, and streak resistant for all skin types, especially normal to dry skin. So I have combination skin, and typically for a product to work on me, I like to see how it wears within about 5-6 hours. After that time, it starts getting pretty oily. Sometimes some things may crease, but that's kind of typical for me. But when I put on this concealer, it immediately started creasing under my eyes. And I set it like I normally do. I've been using the Patrick's powder to set my concealers, and it's worked beautifully. And I used it to set this. It immediately creased under my eyes. And you'll see in the demonstration. So that already debunks one of the claims that they made about this concealer. On the website, it also says that this provides stay true color. So I told you guys, I'm regularly MAC NC42. I have a MAC NC30 in this concealer. I swatched MAC NC42, NC40, NW35, and I feel like I swatched like NW30. I can kind of play around with what concealer shade I get. I use different concealer shades to get different effects. Never have I used NC30, and this concealer is so dark in comparison to any of their other concealers. Do not buy this product blindly thinking you're going to use the same colors that you normally do in MAC concealers, because these are way darker. And when I applied it, it went on really pretty. It glided on, it blended out really nicely, it covered all my imperfections. It seemed like it would build really nicely. As I started buffing it out and then went to set it, it was fine. It kind of got a little bit dry, it looked a little weird, a little patchy, and then within 5 to 10 minutes it had started creasing, and you'll see that in the demonstration. So for that alone, I'm like, no, I want no parts of it. Let's move on to the last item in this launch, and that is the Studio Waterweight powder. There are 11 different shades of this powder. This retails for $36. It's kind of pricey. This is even more expensive than their mineralized skin finish. Mineralized skin finish is $34. This one is $36. Let me read the description on MAC's website for you guys really quickly. It says it offers a smooth, medium buildable natural finish that's creamy yet elastic and cashmere soft to the touch. In colors you can make your own. The dual toned compact features warm and cool variations of your skin shade that are infused with a serum-like blend of nourishing ingredients. Use the powder's accompanying two-side sponge applicator or mini flat brush to blend and optimize to you. The result is flawlessly smooth and even skin with a makeup finish that looks utterly impeccable. It says that this powder instantly refines the look and texture of skin. It instantly evens skin tone. It improves the look of pores, blurs the look of imperfections, is long wearing, 8 hours, controls oils, non-caking, and streak resistant. It provides stay true color, is fade resistant, and is oil free. And it also says it's for all skin types, especially normal to dry skin. So that's really good. I feel like this powder was the saving grace of my foundation look today. Foundation and the concealer were really killing me softly. I feel like this powder came in and it definitely smoothed out my skin. I think that it looks really nice. It does give a very cashmere feel to it. It has the same packaging of like the MAC Studio Tech or MAC Studio Fix powder. So like it says, it does have a split pan, and I think that it's cool that it offers both warm and cool variations, because like most people, we have different colors in different areas of our face. So if you need something that's a little bit more warm to cancel out any discoloration or to set your powder around the perimeter, you can use the darker side. And if you need a powder that's lighter to set the inside of your face, it's really cool that they have two powders in one compact. And then also they offer this little bitty brush, very small cashmere type brush, like what they said. It's a super soft brush. Am I going to use it? Probably not. And then it also comes with the traditional sponge powder puff. and I pretty much don't use those either. I use my brushes. I feel like this powder is more so of a matte powder, and depending on the finish that you like, if you like a more matte face, then I think that this one is nice. I feel like that this is the best thing out of the entire collection. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the demonstration. That way you all can see what it looks like with me applying each product. You can see what I went through to get where I am here. If you want to know anything that I have on my face product wise, I will have that all listed down in the description box. So stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Enjoy. I'm going to first start out with applying the foundation, and I have the color NC42. I'm just going to drop about half of the dropper's amount onto the back of my hand, and as you guys can see, it's pretty watery, it's running. I'm going to use my beauty blender to apply this product. I'm going to start on this side. Very light application, I can tell already. And it's like a light, even application. I definitely am going to go in with another coat, but first, same amount, and I'm going to do the left side. I find that when you use these types of foundations, if you let them dry a little bit, I think that they build better on top of each other as far as layering goes than trying to just put it on top and put it on top and put it on top and it's just sliding around. I'm going to go in with a little bit more. And layer that on top to see if I can get medium coverage, because right now I'm on light coverage. Okay, so I have the foundation applied, and honestly, I'm not really liking how it looks on my skin. I kind of feel like it's just sitting on top of my skin, not really meshing in. I'm going to go ahead and apply the concealer. So it says to shake it really well. So I'm going to start out with 2 droplets of it. And I'm going to use my beauty blender again and just pick up some of the products with that. I'm going to dab this underneath my eye area. I did 2 droplets, but I didn't even use the 2. That's one little coat. I was also advised that I need to work from eye to eye and set each eye. So I've been using the Patrick's powder, so I'm going to go in with that with my beauty blender and press that powder in. So this is what the concealer looks like set. I also bought the powder. So here's what it looks like brand new. I kind of haven't decided if I wanted to swirl it, but I think I am going to go ahead and swirl. I always take some of my setting powder and go underneath my eyes just to normalize the color. I feel like it makes everything blend a lot better. This powder looks really pretty. I think that this powder really smoothed everything out. Like, this is what it looks like with the powder, and this is what it looks like by itself. By itself, I'm really not feeling it. But with the powder, it looks a lot smoother. The powder did add a little bit more coverage to the look, but I still see a lot of my imperfections. But I know that this foundation isn't a full coverage foundation. My under eye looks really bad. So far, I'm not really feeling it. I feel like it's just all sitting on top of my skin, and it's making me look dry. But I'm going to zoom in and let you guys see under my eyes so you can see what I'm talking about as well. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face to see if I can salvage a look out of this. You see what I mean about my under eye area creasing really bad? This has never really happened. So I'm shocked, and especially it hadn't happened with me initially applying it. This hadn't even been on my eye for 10 minutes. So I'm pretty shocked. I've never really seen this. I think that this is weird that it even happened. I loathe the way that the concealer has settled underneath my eyes. I am not a fan of that at all. The foundation is just there. It's not giving me any luminosity. It's not making me look dewy. It's just not doing anything but sitting on top of my skin. I don't really like the finish, and I feel like it's not covering any of my imperfections. And as far as the powder goes, I feel like the powder looks really decent, but I like my mineralized skin finish a whole lot more. This powder did add a little bit of coverage to my foundation, so I'm not a fan of my makeup right now at all. I think that the only thing that's saving this look right now is my eyeshadow, which I do love the colors because, you know, it's really gloomy outside, so I needed a pop. But for now, it's a no. I'm going to continue wearing it to see how it goes, and I'll check back in to let you guys know what it looks like. But for now, it's a no for me, and I can only imagine as time progresses it's going to continuously be a no. So I've had this on for 5 hours now, and my entire face looks like complete trash. It looks like I've cried and tried to like wipe off my under eye area. That's what looks the worst in my opinion. I feel like I can just see every single imperfection. I feel like every line, every acne mark, any imperfection on my face has been magnified. I mean, it looks like I've had this foundation on all day and been running errands. And truthfully, I've had a very laid back day. If you're a person who has really dry skin and you like lightweight foundation, I feel like the foundation is not the worst that I've ever tried. But it's just not something that I'm going to gravitate towards. And it's really not something that I plan on using again. As far as the concealer, it's a no. Only people I feel like would be able to wear this concealer are people with perfect under eye areas who just want to camouflage discoloration, because it did do its purpose in doing that. It did cover up, but it creases so fast that it's not even funny. And the powder, it did not keep me matte for any time frame whatsoever. I literally have just been walking around the house today. I'm not hot. I've not done anything strenuous, so I'm just totally not happy with any of the products on my face right now. I feel like I have a glow, but it's a very unwarranted glow. I've literally been sitting there or doing light walking around the house, so it's like, why is my face this oily? Not feeling it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. MAC makes some great products. These, however, are not the ones for me. If you have not already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. And I will see you in my very, very next video. Smooches. Bye.